Hey everybody, welcome to the very first tutorial for creating a photo zine using Photoshop and InDesign. So the very first thing that we need to do is get ourselves organized so that you can keep track of all of your photos, all of your files, um, and in that way your InDesign document won't run into any problems with any missing files or anything. So this first video is just going to kind of introduce how I stay organized when I'm producing a document such as this. So I have the name of my zine, my booklet. I've created a folder. Remember, creating a new folder, you have your Finder, and you can just say new folder, and that'll bring up, a new folder that you can type and rename. I'm going to trash that because I don't need it. So in my Hereford Road folder, if I double click, I've created several subfolders. One contains cover images, which I will talk about in a later video, but you can see that I have a subfolder inside of that too. I have edited photos, which this is empty. So this is what I'm going to be working on throughout these tutorials. And I have OG photos, my original photos that are coming directly out of my my iPhone camera, and I'm going to download them into this folder, and that's what I'm going to do in this video. And this screenshot is just a screenshot of a map of where I took my photos. So you can see that things are organized. You can see that the original photos and the edited photos will live separately, and that is very deliberate on my end. So I've talked about how, especially when using a smartphone, to take your photos. You also want to have the Google Photos app, which, let me click on this picture. The icon looks like this. So you can sign in with your Google account, which you need, and that will help sync your photos that live on your phone to a desktop website, which I'll show you in just a second. I also use Dropbox, which this is the Dropbox logo, this app. And Dropbox is free up to 2 TB, I think. My files are way above that that size now, so I pay for an account. But having Google Photos and Dropbox just gives you more security in terms of backing up your files. So if this is your phone, you have all of your photos in your photo stream, your camera roll, and they automatically sync to your Google Photos and your Dropbox apps too. And then what you can do is you can bring up your Dropbox and Google accounts on a desktop, like I'm on my laptop right now, and I can see all of the photos that were on my camera roll. And that's exactly what I want. So I went out and took all these photos, and now I can download them to my desktop. This is Google Photos now. Same thing. Everything is synced up in order, the order in which I took the photos, and I don't have to do much searching. So then what I can do is go through and select, and I'm going to hold down my Shift key. I think my computer's being a little slow right now. Let me try my Dropbox. Here we go. So I can go through and select the photos that I want to choose, and I'm not going to go through and select all of these right now. Hit download, and these will download as a zip archive, which the zip archive just kind of zips all a large quantity of images or files together, and then you unzip it once it downloads. So I'm going to download it to my OG photos, say save, downloaded pretty quickly. Let me open my folder now. go here. Oops. There we go. Open that up. Then I can drag that zip file to the trash because I don't need it. And then here are my photos. Wonderful. And now I can bring them into Photoshop, which I will do in the next tutorial. So I'm going to keep downloading all of my original files into this folder so that I have them all in one place, and then we'll launch into Photoshop and talk about editing from there.